and we are here on the ETBU Coaches Show. You know who I am. I'm Mark T. Robinson here with head men's basketball coach Brandon Curran. And we're going to talk a little bit about this week as ASC starts for both teams. Coach, you guys last matched up against Hendrix College. Feels like you haven't played in 2 or 3 weeks. But you matched up against Hendrix College, came away with the 86-75 victory. Talk about that game a little bit. What'd you see? What'd you like from your team?
It does feel like we haven't played in a while. Our last game was last Tuesday, but it was actually a real blessing for us. You know, God's timing and His sovereignty is perfect. We were pretty banged up, and so having 5 days off for the guys to rest and recover, I think, was probably more valuable than anything we could have done on the practice floor. Plus, just time for the guys to get away and spend time with their families. And for us, myself to spend time with my family over over Thanksgiving break, was just a real treat and something that I'm glad that we were able to do. The Hendrix game itself was, I thought, by far our best performance of the year. We played really, really hard. I thought our effort level, our energy level, our talk level was by far the best we've done. And anytime you get that, it allows you to watch the film, go back. Okay, these are some correctable errors that we have. We're not having to coach effort anymore. Let's start talking about things we can do better. Got a 20-point lead in the first half. Hendrix, I thought, did a great job of battling at home and coming back the second half. And we're still working on just continuing to have that intensity regardless of what the score is. But I thought our intensity was pretty good. We just made some mistakes the second half, but we were able to correct those. I thought we had a great practice our first day back yesterday, and looking forward to playing again starting conference on Thursday.
Absolutely. And obviously, you know, I know you as a coach, you'd like to get a few more non-conference matchups here and there. But as you said, ASC is starting this week, first with UMHB, then with Concordia. But before we get into that, you talked about Thanksgiving a little bit. What did you guys do over the holidays just during that rest period for you?
Just enjoyed time with our family. I went to my sister's place in Dallas and hung out with them, and then went to Jen's cousins and got to spend time with them, and then came back this weekend and worked around the house and just kind of rested, relaxed, and recovered, and did some film work from the Hendrix game and from last week, and then started to prepare for Mary Hardin Baylor and Concordia, which are going to be 2 really tough matchups. But I love the fact that we get to take a break for Thanksgiving and for the guys to go home and be with their family. And it's a great time also just to reflect on all the blessings the Lord has given us and the opportunities that He's given us. And it was a great break in the middle of the year.
Absolutely. And just going back here to with conference starting this week, you open up against UMHB. Every time I think about you guys match up with UMHB, the game that comes to my mind is the conference tournament last season. I was thinking about it just yesterday, going through the notes and things that how you guys really battled. That was a very tough game, but you came away with, I believe, what was a 2-point win against those guys. So just kind of talk about, you know, the matchup, just kind of talk about what you've been telling your team to be specifically prepared for when matching up against a team like this.
Well, we've only practiced once, and we didn't talk about Mary Hardin Baylor yesterday. All we did was review our stuff. We'll start talking about them more today. I mean, they're talented. They're athletic. They spread you out. They're going to go at you. I think Coach Roman looked, they're scoring 37% of their points in transition. So obviously our transition defense is going to have to be great. But other than that, we've been working on things that we need to do to get better. And it's going to be a tough matchup. I think they're probably one of the top 2 teams in the West, and that's a tough way to start conference when you've only had 3 games. But we'll be ready for it. We'll come out, and I know we'll play hard and execute, and it'll be fun.
Absolutely. And then you close out the week with Concordia. They kind of presented a weird matchup for you guys last year in that you had to do a lot of things differently than you normally would. I remember you specifically saying that they're a tough team to have to guard with all the movement and the things that they present. So just kind of talk about what you guys need to do in that matchup.
Yeah. The things that they do unusual for most teams is that they press you the whole game, they trap you the whole game, they try to speed you up the whole game, which actually isn't different than what we're used to, except we're usually not doing it, playing fast through traps and being forced to. We just do it. So I feel really confident going in the game. It's a team where if you can take care of the ball, I think we'll get great shots. And so we just got to make sure that we do that going in.
Absolutely. And we're going to be on that trip with you, Coach. And
Looking forward to
definitely,
it.
yes, absolutely. Definitely looking forward to being on the road with you guys once again. And that's going to be it from us here today. Continue to keep up to date with ETBU sports and everything that both the men's and the women's basketball team is doing here throughout this season. Once again, I'm Mark T. Robinson here with head men's basketball coach Brandon Curran. We'll see you guys on the other side. Thanks.
Thanks, Mark.